Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob, and in this video, as it's the first Monday of the month, we're going to do a MRE evaluation, and we're continuing with the Canadian 24-hour rations, and this one is the lunch. We're doing a menu number 15. I don't know what the 19 is for. Might be a year, don't know. We're doing a poutine, and I will try and run the list of lunches in the Canadian selection for this year. I think it's 2018 is this year that this came, the menu came from, and the link to where I found that information will be below. So we'll, one thing I want to mention is that a Tracy Phillips did make a comment on my last, I think it was the British 8-hour MRE. And I have the NATO standard agreement for MREs, and we'll discuss that at the end of this video. So we'll get right into this and have a look at what's in the poutine for lunch. This one seems better packed. You have your harder packaging on the outside and your loose stuff on the inside. Seems like a good idea. We have some Tic Tacs and this compressed napkin. I really think this is really neat. They work really well. We have the poutine. Has all its nutritional facts on there. One pouch is 282 grams, 350 calories. We have tortillas. I was hoping it would be in English, but all the ingredients is English, but I guess tortillas de farine or whatever that is, that might be in English. We have a wild berry yogurt drink mix. That should be an interesting thing. Peanut butter, fruit punch. I'm trying to think. This might have looked good, but have no flavor in the last one. And fruit punch. We have our beverage bag, napkins, spork. Tabasco makes everything taste better. And it's MREs, yes. Regular set of matches, raspberry jam, peanut butter and banana trail mix. Coffee, this was rather good, really sweet is how I found it to be, really sweet. Mars bar. Now, for me, that's best before March 2020. Best before dates don't really mean a whole lot. However, that's one of the best snacks or treats that I've got in an MRE in a very long time. And sliced pears. If you saw my previous video, it had sliced peaches, and it was an absolute mess to open this. At this point in time, I'm not looking forward to opening it. So, with that, we will open these packages and have a look at what the meal has to offer. Well, here we are with the meal unpackaged. The mixed berry or whatever it is, sport drink, it smells good, looks good. However, my last experience was that it had no flavor. This yogurt berry mix, it smells really good. It really does smell good. However, like most of these drinks, I tried to make it in the package. water doesn't penetrate all the powder, and so you end up with a bit of a mess. So I've had to put it into a glass and make it there. The peaches, obviously I've put in a bowl, but there's a lot of juice with the, they're not peaches, they're sliced plum, sliced pears, but lots of juice with that. We have peanut butter, which is always incredibly hard to get out. We have jam. These are the tortilla shells. They seem fresh, they seem perfectly fresh. The trail mix, looks like a trail mix. Can't say anything more about that. The Mars bar, it's a Mars bar, and I think I'll be quite happy with that. The poutine smells okay, doesn't look okay. I don't know, I might mistake this for meat. I don't know, is there supposed to be meat in here? I'll find out and let you know. Well, I've consumed the meal, and here are my thoughts on it. If you get an MRE with a lot of really good treats, there's probably a reason for it. The texture of the poutine was grim. The meat, it was meat, was so hard that it would break with a fork and knife. Couldn't jab it and eat it. You had to scoop it because it wouldn't stay. How to describe it? It just fell apart into chunks, smaller chunks, when you tried to pierce it with a fork. So you had to eat it with as though you were scooping it with a spoon. The fries were, I don't know how to describe them, almost as though they weren't cooked. I know they're cooked, however, they had the texture of being uncooked. Curds were all right. Gravy tasted fine to me, but the texture was really off on it. And as a whole, it didn't look like much, but the meal was really filling. The tortilla chips, the tortilla wraps turned into a peanut butter and jam sandwich was fantastic. It was great. The trail mix is probably best for people with sturdier teeth and gums. It's really hard. It tastes great, but really, really hard. A Mars bar is a Mars bar. This fruit drink, it's again, flavorless. It looks good, it smells good, it has zero flavor. This drink, it really smells good. It's got more flavor than that. It smells great, but there's not a lot of flavor to it. Now that we've gone through that, Tracy Phillips asked, or made a comment in the British 8-hour MRE. And because of that comment, I went out and dug up the NATO standard agreement for that. The NATO standard agreement, this is 2019. If there's a newer one, it won't be all that different, so I wasn't that concerned. So Tracy said that he agrees that some 24-hour rations are only good for 2 meals. And yes, that's true. And if we're to look through this document, we can find the reason why. And so I'll just bring us to that section. Just in case anybody wants to know, your top level document is STANAG 2937 for this. I think there's 2556 is also related to this. Could be wrong on the second one, but I think it's related to that. Well, here it is in section 2.3. It says individual operational rations in part of the first paragraph. Individual operational rations are used when food service capabilities do not exist or mission conditions dictate other feeding methods. Paragraph 2 says supplying sufficient sustainment for one person for one full day, 24 hours, is generally achieved either by a ration or a meal basis. A ration provides nutritional requirements for a complete day and typically, that's the key word there, typically includes 3 meals. So it says in this concept 3 meals are required for a single day's food supply. However, this is guidance, it's not a rule, it's guidance. And when they use a word such as typical, well, if somebody decides to issue 2 meals worth of food and still get the calories required, that's okay. It's interesting because the Czechs, the Latvians, and the Polish, I'm not sure. Have a look here. Yeah, Czechs, Polish, and Latvians, they had a lot of disagreements with this. Well, what I would consider a lot. The USA had some spelling mistake disagreements, and that was it. But essentially, the Latvian and the Czech ones, they really had a lot of disagreements with it, and I can see, I've sampled them in the past, and I can see where that comes from. And my conclusions on that, yeah, they do match with, I hadn't read this before, but they do match with the Polish, the Czech, and the Latvian objections to this standard agreement. So, I hope that answers that comment about there not being, where there's only enough for really 2 meals. Yes, it's true. They say typically, and typically means you can do otherwise, and it's also a recommendations or guidance. It's not a hard and fast rule in there. So that should answer that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can tell me if you liked it. You can send me comments. You can comment below. My email is always at the end. You can tell me what you'd like to see. I wouldn't mind if somebody suggested some MREs. I'm getting short of NATO ones to try, and so far the Danish is head and shoulders above all the rest. So, until next time.